Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now another constructor has been taken away from this little setup. Oh, you're coming in close. Yeah, the screws are now all set up. I kind of want to see how things are going to go with you, because I've built this building up a little bit further and... oh, now you're passing through it. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Yeah, things are slowly building up here over at this new little outpost. I think it's going to be hilarious once it's all done and that thing just keeps flying through. Disrupt operations over here, isn't it? But I have built things up another floor with a little subfloor beneath it so that we can get the assemblers up on this platform. We do still need to get the rod production up and running. I haven't done that yet, but all of this is now powered and ready to go. I've built things out a little further over this way to accommodate the doubling of this, because I think that's what we're going to be getting once the Mark III miners come into play. The two options I have are either to just double up the number of machines or overclock everything. Everything, like all of these up by 200%, but that's going to take, what, two power shards per machine. And we're going to have 40 constructors, so that's going to be 80 power shards. Which, I don't know how many slugs there are in the game, so I don't know what the viability of being able to do something like that is going to be. So it could be an option. We'll consider that. We'll think about it a little bit. I need to get rid of this, because I was shifting around where the storage container for the iron was. And I now need to reconnect this. There we go. How are you... Oh yeah, I took a stack of iron out of there. Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem. But it may just be a case of I'll just build more constructors. Because I'd be quite happy to just double up the amount of stuff that we've got here. It's not like we're lacking for space, and it's not like resources are finite. Really. I do need to figure out where I want to put the rod production, though. That being said, if I were to double this up, where would the last of these constructors for the iron plates be? That would be here. So, I might slap one down, just to indicate where that is. Which would be there. Now, I don't really want to build things further out this way. I kind of want this space clear. I want to put a wall along here, just to kind of close everything off on the underbelly. And I don't want to build anything over the smelters. I want to leave them as they are. Oh, okay, right. I think that was an autosave. But I need to set up 8 constructors making iron rods, and I need to figure out where I want to put them. Again, I don't want anything over this space, so... The options are going to be either to build them further out down that end, or to stick them on the other side of the screw production, and I think I might just do that instead. So let's build out a little bit of a platform, just enough so that we can get some more constructors in. And we're not going to need much. Not going to need much at all. So it's going to be coming out to about here, so this will be just like a nice little kind of extension out on the building. It's going to have a really interesting shape once it's all finished, and I think I'm going to quite like this. I'm definitely going to want to build some support legs on all of this, though, just to give it a little bit more of a realistic kind of structure. I don't know how I feel about it, just, like, having platforms floating in the air. Oh, God, right, okay, hi, how's it going? Yep, just merge with the building, thank you. Right, that'll do for that. Let's get the constructors in place, and then we can sort out the belts and move on to the assemblers. So, sit tight, this shouldn't take long. Right, that should have things nicely set up. Now, we need to just get some power in. So we'll do that. Hopefully have all of the rest... I haven't set all the recipes on everything yet, so... Thought I probably would have, but no, you know me, I'll just forget things. It's fine. Okay, never mind, I actually did do that. I surprised myself. I didn't do this side, though. Only half surprised myself. Ooh, I hear a truck. Where's he go? Oh, he's going off that way. And there we go. Right, how many of these are we producing a minute? 15. So that's 120 in total. That's not much. So we don't need to worry about excessive belt usage. We could chuck this all onto a Mark IV belt, but I don't feel the need to do so. So what we're going to do instead is just connect all of these, and then from merger to merger we can just go Mark II. And I want a Mark II lift, bringing it down. And we'll keep it as elevated as we can. May as well. We'll just have this to move some stuff around underneath, and then we'll shoot it all skywards up onto the next floor. But I think what we should probably do first would be to figure out where we want to put the assemblers. Also to take the iron rods off of this little spreadsheet thing, this little brainstorm. I've got to pick you up manually, haven't I? Right, 8 rod done. Next, we need, I think it's 12 assemblers making reinforced iron plates. Yes. I hope I've got enough materials to be able to make 12 assemblers. And I don't, so I need to go and grab some supplies. Right, I'm sitting around waiting for modular frames to be produced, because the heavy modular frame production has just been chewing through the supply. So for now, I'm just going to leave that running. And backing up a little bit so that we can get some more, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to build all of the assemblers. I've got enough frames to be able to make the ones that I need to make the plates, but then I don't have enough modular frames to be able to make the assemblers for the modular frames themselves. So that's a thing. Although I could always just tear these two down because I don't have much left to build. But you know what, for now, let's just get back up here. Oh, definitely going to need to build some walkways or something. Because, yeesh. Trying to get up here is getting a bit strenuous. Especially with the fuel that I've currently got. I know there's some better fuel that I can make. But we need to find a... I think we need to find a hard drive for that recipe, I think, or it's something else that we need to throw in the MAM at some point. But right, let's figure out what we need to do. So, assembler making reinforced iron plate. This is going to need, each one of these is going to need to be fed with a Mark II belt for screws, and then a Mark I belt can supply 3 of the iron plates, or one Mark I belt's worth of iron plates can supply 3 of these machines. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Stop complaining that I'm messing up my lines. None of this is scripted. What do you expect from me? So I need to figure out where I want to place these machines down and how I want to set things up. And considering that I've been sending the belts off this way, this might be the better of the options. But I'm also wondering what space I've got to play around with under here for moving the belts in maybe the opposite direction. So I could move the screws off over that way. And the iron could maybe come back down around here. Think on that one. So, you know what? Yeah, let's do something like that. We've got to figure out where we want to place these things. So I'm going to give myself a change in perspective, I think. So if I were to plant that there... It's not in the exact position that I want it, but I do want to just be able to try and line things up so that they're on the right kind of lines. So if you were to go like that, and I bring you back a bit... Am I going to have enough space for getting belts back down the middle? If I can fit a merger in here, we might be onto a winner. I can, but that's snug and I don't like it. Oh, didn't I need... wouldn't I need to bring the, bring these back? No, that actually fits fine. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, we're going to bring you back a little bit further. Let's just get back up here. And, excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, watch your driving, please. Ma'am. Okay, right, you, come here. Come here. Fuck. I'll fire warning shots at you. Get off my property. Yeah, I'll teach you a lesson. Oh, that's ridiculous. But it's kind of fun. I like it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 there. And 1, 2, and 3 there. Very nice. Now, let's just check to see... I know we're not going to be producing many of these. So, 5 per minute, 5 times 12, we're going to be making 60. So that's a single Mark 1 belt. Obviously, this is only 6 assemblers at the moment. Because I'm really unsure on how I'm going to sort out the... the inputs for the screws. That's going to be one of the awkward things. But you know what? We'll blow up that bridge when we come to it, I guess. And that's 12 assemblers. Let's give them all the right recipes, and then we can start thinking about all of the inputs. I don't think that the iron is going to prove to be a massive issue. It's just the amount of screws that we need to input into all this is going to get kind of awkward. But I've got an idea on what I might do about that. Again, go away. Don't tell me that I need to go out and get fresh air. Cheeky sod. Right, how many screws am I producing again? Is it 1,440 or something? I think those are the numbers. Let me check. Yeah, 1,440, which I've divided into 4. So each belt is currently carrying 360. So, one of the belts that one belt is going to be providing enough for 3 machines. The same as the iron plates. So that kind of works out alright. And are you flying over again, you absolute buzzard? I don't quite know what I mean by that, but... Those warning shots were clearly ignored. So how could I work this out? Let's maybe... Okay, I've got an idea. I'm not sure if it's, like, how viable it's going to be. We're going to give it a shot. One of these is going to need to be upgraded. Doesn't matter which. I just want to get some framework in place so I can visualize this and see if it's going to work properly. So I'm thinking something like this could work. So we'll just have 2 stackers, or 2 splitters stacked on top of each other, that split 3 ways, and they'll feed these machines perfectly. And then we could just bring the individual belts of stuff up to this floor. The screws can run in on 4 belts, as they need to, and the iron can just come in and do its thing as well. Because the iron, we've only got, like, 1 belt of it. So that's not too bad. It's not going to take up a massive amount of space. And we've got plenty of space underneath all of these machines to be able to kind of, you know, compensate for, or to be able to accommodate everything. So, yeah, let's just duplicate this. I'm going to just mirror it, I think. And I think we'll run the iron line along the floor. Chuck splitters in along at every point we need them, which isn't much. So we're going to do like that. And I also need to go and grab myself some more iron plate. That being said, we could probably get some iron plate back just by switching out these upper belts for Mark II ones, because that's going to be the way to go from here. And now we need to figure out what I'm doing with the screws. So what I'm going to try and do would be one there, one there. These bolts are going to be very close together, but I think it'll be fine. As long as they're not encroaching each other's clearance, it's not a problem. Right, the belts are all in place. I think everything is upgraded and ready to go, so all we need to do now is figure out where these things are going to come back up to this stage of the factory. And what I'm thinking of doing is taking a space out of this bit. Maybe not. Not that bit. Tell you what, we'll take a space out here. I'll build some stuff around the structure around the lifts to give it a little bit of a different look. I'm going to say we'll go like this. I don't know if I'm going to be entirely happy with it, but we'll give it a go. I might need to pull that up as well, because I'm going to have 5 lifts that I need to bring up. So, here we go. All out of bloody encased industrial beams. I'm going to go and pitch some of those from somewhere now. It's all this Mark IV belt. It ends up being quite expensive. Fortunately, we've got fuckloads of encased industrial beam production. I can also go and grab the modular frames that I need as well, so I can get this trip back to base and stock up on things. And then we can probably let the modular frames go back into production for the heavies. There we go, grab a couple of stacks. Let's get it up to full stacks. And then I'm going to say, off you fuck. Get back to work, please. Bye-bye. We're getting there with the heavy modular frame production for the next space elevator phase, however. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. I could have done that, it would have been quicker. I do need to run over to Oil 1, go and check on the computer production, because I haven't been over there in a while. I'm sure that's developing nicely. In fact, we might already have enough over there. Because I did overclock things to try and get production as constant as possible. I don't think it's constantly running. I think it's close. This is going to be a very interesting setup once it's done. I'm looking forward to having this outpost finished so that I can like finish sprucing the place up and making it look good. I also want to be able to get this conveyor pole through, but that's going to encroach others' clearance. If I were to put the pole back here... Oh god, don't do that. Alright, let's... I'm sure that'll work fine. Yeah, it's good enough for me. It's good enough for government work. I seem to have missed a belt here. Right, you go there. Wait, have I missed a belt? Yes, I have. Forgot about the one for the iron. Okay, oh shit, where was that meant to go? It was meant to go... here. And finally, these belts are sorted, at least up here. With the exception, of course, of connecting that up. So now what I need to do is to figure out where the belts are going to input from down here. It's probably going to be a lot easier than the mess upstairs, but I think that's going to be something I'll do between episodes. This is taking a little bit longer, not necessarily longer than I anticipated. I was expecting this to be at least another couple of episodes before this whole system was properly up and running. I think I'm running a little on empty as far as energy goes at the moment, so it's I'm running a bit sluggish. But yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. I quite like how this looks. Maybe I won't seal this off completely, but we'll see how things go. For now, I think I am going to wrap this episode up here. Oh yeah. And I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. It's fucking huge, I love it. Forgotten how big it was. Oh, it's gonna scuff the paintwork.